Hello, let's talk about BJP's forced moderation between 1998 to 2014. So in previous videos we talked about role of RSS in order to create Bharatiya Janasangh in 1951 and what were the circumstances that led to rechristening of BJP from Bharatiya Janasangh, or how the name changed from Bharatiya Janasangh to BJP in 1980. Anyhow, let's talk about forced moderation of the BJP. So the BJP clearly shifted towards a more moderate stance as of 1998. So the entire decade of 1990s is considered in Indian politics an era of coalitional politics because you did not have any government that could have formed the government on its own. So you had to have uh, a sharing arrangement or power sharing arrangement between one national party and different regional political parties. So anyhow, so the BJP clearly shifted toward a more moderate stance as of 1998 when the party again assumed first place in Indian politics or in general elections in 1998 with 178 seats. So the largest party. So BJP turned out to be the largest party in 1998 with 178 seats. This time, interestingly, its leaders took pains to reassure their potential partners in order to form the National Democratic Alliance, a coalition comprising about a dozen regional parties, some of which had no desire to alienate their Muslim voters. So the politics in 1990s was slightly different from what it is today because parties are not concerned about alienating Muslim voters anymore. The BJP and its partners thus drew up a national agenda for government on the basis of which Atal Bihari Vajpayee was able to form a government in March 1998. So the pressure of having coalitional partners is what forced BJP to actually uh, moderate its ideological stance from core issues to something like uh, good governance. So the key issues of the BJP or the mainstays of the BJP platform or the key issues were deleted from this roadmap. Foremost among them was the idea of rebuilding a temple in Ayodhya. It was an important issue for the BJP because that was the issue which catapulted BJP to national limelight in 1989. This we talked about in the previous video. So BJP went from 2 seats in 1984 election to 85 seats in 1989 elections, riding on Ayodhya movement. So it was, of course, very important. But now in 1998, things or circumstances changed drastically, and BJP needed alliance partners. So it did not, for the time being, it did not talk about Ram Temple in Ayodhya. It also abandoned the idea of abolishing Article 370, something very important for the BJP. And it also did not talk about or did not prioritize a uniform civil code. Okay. Keen to minimize the Hindu nationalist dimension of the BJP, Advani emphasized the aim of good governance. So, because the BJP needed partners, according to Christophe Jaffrelot, so what it did, it emphasized aim of good governance. Okay. So, what he argued that what is important is not the ideology, rather good governance. What is important is national interest. Indeed, good governance in most spheres of national life becomes possible only when it is de-idealized, ideologized, and depoliticized. In 1999, something interesting happened. So on the occasion of new early elections due to defection of NDA component, actually BJP was in power since March 1998 and 1998 onwards, but something happened. Suddenly, the ADMK government led by Jayalalitha, she withdrew support, and the BJP government collapsed. So in 1999, the BJP gave up the idea of having a separate election manifesto, the one established together with their NDA partners. So what it did not issue its own manifesto. It rather released its manifesto in collaboration with its partners. So it contained none of the contentious issues mentioned above, like Ram Temple, abolition of Article 370, and Uniform Civil Code. After the BJP's defeat at the polls in 2004, the party strove to further its coalition policy and thereby preserve the NDA's cohesion. But with the approach of 2014 elections, the main issue facing the BJP was precisely that of alliances. So you had some kind of disagreement within the BJP. So on one hand, you had Advani, who argued that BJP needed allies and that it had to dilute its ideology to secure them. But RSS and others, or RSS and party cadres of the BJP, some of them at least, were prepared to lose partners for the sake of mobilizing the Hindu majority. And that was the turning point in the electoral fortunes of the BJP. And rest is history. This strategy ended up taking the fore and explains how Narendra Modi came to be chosen as BJP candidate for Prime Minister. In particular, owing to the Sangh Parivar's desire to overcome the sociological limits of the Hindu nationalist electoral base by playing the populist card. Thank you. Next video will talk about social profile of Hindu nationalism. Thank you.